Next up, we have the founder of Time Out Comedy. However, that is not her biggest claim to fame. She was once kicked out of a mom's group for making fun of scrapbooking. And when I heard that, I had a new hero. That's all I need. Jacki Kane.
You guys are great. Did everybody get a seat? Yeah? Oh, good deal. Because I wasn't sure for a while there. So, you know the top two things that are just so hard to talk about when you have kids? Religion and sex. So we flipped a coin, and yeah, guess who got sex? I mean, I didn't get sex. I got sex education talk. I am so not that person. I mean, I grew up in the 70s. We didn't have sex ed. They just gave us a Judy Blume book. I had all the key parts of forever underlined. Well, we don't have that. I mean, what are we gonna do? Are you there, God? It's me, Hannah Montana. I know. I mean, the sex talk that I got, here's the sex talk I got. All you need to know is no heavy petting. I can tell you we were a lot nicer to the family dog after that. And I'm not really like sex educated. I'm more like on the side of sex dropout. You know, I mean, I'm the one that thought the G-Spot was a nightclub. And I'm the one who said, you know, I don't think we can get pregnant right now. Twice. Yeah, I'm the one. So I don't know what to do. I mean, what am I gonna do? Like, use my dating background as a guide? I mean, that is so more cautionary tale than it is like instruction book. It could be called like the 7 secrets of highly embarrassing decisions. Yeah. Well, when I was single, you know, my aura was blue, as in blue light special. Yeah, because I attract every loser in like a 50-mile radius. So here's how my advice would go for my kids. Okay, if you're dating a guy and he moves back in with his mother so that he can put more shag carpet in his conversion van, yeah. I'm just saying that a first date should not involve the words captain's chairs or endless shrimp. And if you're dating a guy and you're on the way to the date and he says, "Can we stop at your ATM?" Yeah, get out while the car is moving. Yeah. Well, I think maybe I should talk about our marriage instead to them, you know, because that might work out, you know, a little bit better. I mean, because kids are curious, you know, they want to know, you know, how you know, met. Yeah. And it's not like a really big romantic story. I mean, I was eating a Suddenly salad. He was eating a Suddenly sandwich. We suddenly met on a loading dock. And we had a quick romance. I mean, he's the kind of guy that opens the door for you after he stops the car. I can wait. That requires a diagram sometimes to get that joke. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so we got engaged pretty quickly at Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah, and my son was like, you got married to a rat? You know, because Chucky was in on it. I didn't marry Chucky. But I'm like, look, you back off. It took your dad all day to win that ring. Jeez. Kids these days, you know what I mean? Yeah, so we've been married for 15 years, and that's like saying that, you know, we're going to get our license soon, I guess. Because being married is like learning how to drive. Accidents are inevitable. Like how I accidentally forgot what sex was after kids. Yeah, I mean, I remember before kids because it was kind of like a novel with like long flowing sentences and action verbs. Now it's like texting. Everything's abbreviated and I have to get a teenager to explain it to me. Yep. I like to say abstinence makes the heart grow fonder. Forgetting what sex is makes the brain go dumber. Yeah, I mean, it's how am I going to do this? I mean, how am I going to teach my kids something that's no longer currently in use, like cursive? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I just had this idea though, because I mean, I just need some support here. So I started, I'm like, oh, maybe I should go to the library. But I turned to the thing that a lot of women do when they're in a time of need, scrapbooking. Yeah. Because I thought, well, sometimes you got to ask yourself, WWSD, what would a scrapbooker do? You know what a scrapbooker would do? Here's what a scrapbooker would do. Create a memory. Okay, so here's the thing about scrapbooking. I just think it's kind of a waste. Because why are you putting happy memories in that book? It should be all the awkward moments that your kids have. I call that prom insurance. Because when they start getting an attitude and they're like bringing dates over, you gotta get out the scrapbook. And I'm talking my version of a scrapbook. That'd be like, oh, look, here's the first time you farted in the baby pool. Oh, look in that little nudie baby shot. Your butt looks like a new potato. Oh, and here's the sex talk with this little paper cutout sperms chasing the little paper cutout egg. When they meet, it's embossed. Yeah. Yeah, can you see my mother's version of a scrapbook? Thank God she didn't scrapbook. Here's what that would be like. All right, you're gonna date? Yeah, all right, let me show you what your mother was doing when she was dating. You see that conversion van? She's in the back seat making out. I ran the tags. That guy's wanted in 5 states. He was perfect for her. So that didn't work out, the scrapbook. So I went and got this other book that I'm going to show you guys because it's pretty good. It's the Birds and the Bees book. And of course, my husband slept through this presentation. There's a DVD, too. Yeah. But it tells you all this stuff. It tells you, like, how to not to be non-judgmental and to share all of your views and all that stuff. But it does not tell you how to capture your children when they run. I've tried everything. So I started with games, so I took their operation game and I rigged it. Yeah. So every time you take that pincher thing, when it hits the private area, yeah. But I disconnected all the other ones. Yeah. And since we live in Oregon, I encourage you to use this one. I actually told them that Spin the Bottle is a recycling program. Yeah. So I thought, well, I'm just gonna, have a captive audience, and I'll try, taking them to the store or something. So I take them to Target, and we're going through, and I'm trying to weave the sex ed into the conversation. So, yeah, can you get that 12-pack of toilet paper and you have a penis? So he's, of course, he's like Spock, really logical. So he's like, okay, so I have a penis and girls don't. What does it mean? That you'll make more money. And then from the back of the cart, I hear, no fair. It's my daughter. She's no dummy. I'm like, word, sister. Yeah. And here's the thing. You can use this one, too. At dinner, I keep threatening to do the sex talk at dinner, and they just freak out. Oh, you told us not to talk about gross stuff at dinner. That's gross. I'm like, I know. Eat those vegetables and I won't do it. That worked. That worked. So I finally got him. I thought, okay, people, I'm going to put you in the car. You cannot escape the car. So I put him in the car, and I've got all my little birds and bees thing that I'm going to talk about, and it's so quiet. I mean, they just sat there, and they're such good kids. They just listened, to the entire thing, and I didn't hear anything, and I'm thinking, I'm gonna buy them ice cream. And then I looked in the rearview mirror. They had headphones on. That's it. So it's over. So thank you very much. I'm Jacki Kane. Thank you.